It's season 6. This is episode number 7 of the Northstars Show. I'm Bruce Krentz, the host of the show. Behind the camera, a guy who's working 24/7 on solving this daylight saving time thing. Still fixing up all his clocks. Paul Anderson's the cameraman and executive producer. He keeps the show together. I'm here with Braden Melstad. Oftentimes, this is your spot during the games. Backed up more games than you've started so far this year, but you got a chance to start on Sunday afternoon and showed the coaches and showed all of Thompson what you got in the pipes. Started off a little rocky maybe. A couple shots got by you. Was that nerves, just bad luck? What happened there?
Little nerves, some unlucky bounces, but mainly nerves. I thought I was a lot more calm in the second period there.
For sure, it takes a little bit of time kind of to get your sea legs under you, and absolutely you did, because you turned it around and the guys got a nice big win on Sunday afternoon. Add that to a huge one on Saturday, and it really feels like things are kind of turning around. How's it feeling for you to get that game under your belt? You've only played a few so far, but are you adjusting to the AAA league?
Yeah, it took a while to adjust there. It was a lot faster than what I've been used to. I was really surprised there, and shots a lot harder, but now I think I'm starting to get more used to it and calm down more.
Later on in the show, we've got a couple guys from the Bantam AAA Wolves that you played with last year. So do you think that helped prepare you for the Northstars?
Yeah, a little bit. I thought it would helped a lot more if I didn't, but still it's a big change from that league to this. Yeah.
It's a huge step up. Well, it's nice to see that you're adjusting to the speed and doing well and helping out the team. Why don't you tell us what happened on the weekend? 2 big wins for the Northstars. Start us off with Saturday.
Saturday we got a 8-7 win against Interlake in a shootout there. Stuckless scored on a power play from Galarno and Hulkrow, and then Skatch from Hulkrow and Rambo. Then Stuckless again on the power play from Skatch and Hulkrow. The power play did really good this weekend. And then Jerome Linklater got his first there from Albert Bernard. Hunter Hulkrow got one from Tristan Galarno and Albert on the power play. Then Hunter Hulkrow also got another one short-handed there.
Unbelievable.
He had a big night there, 5-point night. And then we had Michael Venn scored one there to get us our 7th. Then in the shootout, Albert didn't go his way, and then Skatch, it always seems like he has some nerves there in the shootout, rolled off his stick again. Then Jerome Linklater stepped in to save the day. And then Marco Nepotebo went in and scored one just after losing a good friend of his there. So it was good for him. Emotional night there. Good for him to score the winner.
You could see it looked like that felt really good for him, and I know that kind of lit up the crowd. There was a lot of people knuckling away a tear when he got that, and you could tell he was doing it for his friend. So pretty awesome moment for him and for the Northstars to get all that done.
Yeah.
Then Sunday afternoon?
Sunday afternoon we won 5-4 in regulation. Skatch scored his first, and then Venn from Skatch and Albert on the power play, and then Skatch again from Stuckless and Galarno on the power play. Then Stuckless got one from Skatch and Galarno on the power play. Then Hunter Rambo and Alex Murray assisted it there.
Finish things off, and a couple goals late in the game that they got, but you managed to close the door on them and hang on. So awesome job on the weekend, and best of luck. You guys got Kenora coming in here this week, so a good chance to put a couple more wins on the board and get things moving.
Yeah, hopefully.
The horse is out of the barn, the floodgates are open, the monkey's off your back. Things are starting to happen here. I bet you guys are wondering where the coat's at. Well, there was a massive mix-up. In case you missed it, last week on the show, Tara Ritchie was on talking about Valet Night, and she said she promised something big. Turns out we renamed the place the Valet Regional Community Center, which is unreal. So I got a hold of her and asked her if I could get a Valet jersey to wear today to kind of commemorate that. Well, I missed picking that up, so I kind of fumbled the ball there and left the coat at home. So we're 0 for 2, and I'd like to blame both of those on Paul, but really now I think on the tally of the year, I've messed this up more times than Paul has. Under the coat, Garth Brooks tour shirt. I've got friends in low places, and there's something about my boots. I want to say whose bed have my boots been under, but that's not what it is. Love this. So next week we're going to get the coat back, guaranteed. Coming up on the show, we're going to do 2-on-1, Jerome and Ethan Stuckless. So Jerome and I picking on Ethan, and we're going to talk to Coach Darce, about how things went on the weekend, and minor hockey moment with former coach Rob Balaka. We had Jamie Val on there, J.R. Sinclair down from Split Lake doing big things, and Rylan Potkonjak from Flin Flon. All that and more right here on the Northstars Show. Here we are with assistant coach Darcy Delhi. Just while you're getting your skates done there, Darcy, we got the monkey off the back there for the Northstars. Couple of wins on the weekend. You got to be happy about that. Maybe not. Your defense still gave up a few goals, but the forwards responded. Some thoughts on the weekend? Obviously, the guys are happy. The coaching staff's happy. You all have new outfits, celebratory outfits for 2 wins. What do you think?
We're all geared up. It was a great weekend. The boys played hard. We had a few times we were a little bit slack defensively, but otherwise we were pretty happy. Our offensive turned it on, and we scored a few goals. So that was very nice.
Really nice to see. I mean, you had 6 goals, I think, in the 4 games on the road last weekend, and then came up with 8 of them in the first game this weekend and a whole bunch more. So what do you think energized the guys to do that? They were just really clicking.
That was a big crowd. The valet night was great. That was great. That's always when we got our home crowd. They're always a step up and they're pumped up. So that was very nice for us. A good confidence builder for them to say now we've got some wins and we can work on that. So that was very nice.
Really nice to step it up in front of the big crowd too, especially after the big announcement and all that stuff. We always do blues and golds. Oftentimes the blues dominate the discussion. Today, probably not so much, but there are probably still a few things you guys would like to work on.
Yeah, our defensive side positioning is always a problem down in our end. Just moving the puck out of our end, we seem to get tied down at times in our end. So we're going to work on some of that this next week at practice here tonight and tomorrow night. And I think if we can get a little handle on that and get it out of our end a little bit quicker, that'll help us out, not getting tied down so much.
For sure. Scoring more goals than the other team, you'll win every game. And so that's got to be goal number 1. But what else did you see that impressed you?
On Sunday, of course, Melstead put in a good effort. The first was 2 goals, 3 shots, so we were getting a little nervous there. I almost told Coley to start stretching it out, but I didn't panic.
I looked at cover
Bukes.
Off the hook.
Absolutely. I looked at Bukes and says, hey, should we be letting him stretch? And no, but he battled and got through it. So it was good. And then we were down to 4D for most of the game. So that was that was tough. We started off with 5, and then we had Drew go out. And so that was tough to battle through with 4D and only 3 regulars. So we had Ben come back and help us out on D. So that was tough. They were pretty tired by the end of the game. It showed in the 3rd period, of course.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, awesome to get that when you guys are on the road and then back home in a week or so. So some things that you're focusing on in practice to keep this momentum rolling when you hit the bus.
Just some of that defensive side, our angling down low, trying to hem them, keep them deep. Our forecheck, that was mainly what we're going to work on right now. So if we can keep them down in their end a little bit longer and not so much in our end, we'll be farther ahead.
You'll win lots more games. We really love to see the floodgates opening here. I think there's a real positive attitude around the rink and around town. It was time for the guys to get some wins. So
absolutely, like Buke said to them, that's the first time in 4 years that he's been involved that we've put 2 wins in a row together. So that's huge. That's a good confidence builder. There
was some discussion that it's been 5 years. Fact checker. He's on the internet right now, 5 years. There was some discussion about, in our men's team dressing room, that it's been quite a few years since the guys got put together 3 wins in a row before Christmas, and then I think went cold after that and didn't win anymore.
Yeah, well, and we're hopefully we're gonna put 2 together this weekend, and because we got a following weekend, we got the Thrashers at home, which is gonna be a tough weekend. So right now, it looks like Kenora's got some of their top guns suspended. They had a battle with the Thrashers on Saturday. So that's maybe a good thing for us if we can put a few heavy checks on like we have the past few home weekends and have a few more injuries. They'll be down pretty short on skaters, so that's a nice thing.
Things will get going. I can't believe I brought up a team doing poorly. I'm going to get booted out of this announcing job. Just throw a curse. Why not? It's like mentioning the shutout. What was I thinking?
Absolutely. Hockey gods will be against you for sure, Bruce.
This is it. Somebody else will be interviewing you next week, but thanks for joining me this week. Darcy Delhi.
Hi, my name is Jerome. I'm number 8. I play forward. I'm from Northstars, Manitoba. My elementary is OK School. I'm my favorite hockey player, Alexander Ovechkin.
This is a minor hockey moment, a little journey around the arena from what happens on the ice to what happens in the dressing rooms and in the lobbies and around town. Joining me today, a bunch of guys from the Norman Wolves. I've got JR down on the corner, JR Sinclair, Jamie Valentino. I've got Rylan Potkonjak and Coach Rob Balaka. First of all, guys, why don't we start off with where you came from. Jamie, we've seen you around the rink a little too much, so you're going last. These other guys came into town this year for the season, so tell us where you're from, what position you play, and what number you wear.
I'm from Flin Flon, Manitoba. I play goalie and I wear number 1.
I'm from Split Lake, Manitoba. I play left wing. I'm wearing number 15.
And I'm from Thompson. I play center and I'm number 20.
Excellent. This is a new location for the minor hockey moment and for the Northstars Show. What do you guys think? It feels a little sports desk. Maybe we'll get you to do your best sports commentator thing right away, your best Jay and Dan. Rob Balaka's been coaching the team for a couple of years. Rob, this year, what's changed from last year, do you think? Are you guys getting a little more comfortable in the league?
Yeah, we are. We're more competitive this year. We went to an exhibition tournament in Portage. We won a game there against Central Plains. We went to the showcase. It's the first time a Norman team, I think in this 7-8 years, has ever won a game at Showcase. We beat Parkland there. And of course we beat, in a regular season game, we beat the Winnipeg Sharks.
Top marks to you guys, I think, for sticking with it, because I know last year it was kind of tough sledding through part of the year, some ugly losses. And this year, obviously, we're doing a little better. What do you think it is? Is it that you've brought in some other players from around the region, just getting more comfortable with the speed of play? What do you think is different for us this year that you're competing better?
I think we've had more practices to start the year off this year, and so they've been practicing more as a team. And we have returnees, guys that already played at this level, 5 of them. So it makes a huge difference to start off and start off the way we have.
So a couple of you guys standing right beside me, your second years, you've been here for 2 years. See, that's what a second year means. I'm all over this TV thing. And JR down on the corner, first year here. So you guys are partway through your season now. Why don't you each give me one of your season highlights so far? What's something you look back on, you know, as you're falling asleep at night with fond memories?
My season highlight so far has probably got to be the shutout against the Winnipeg Sharks. It was a big moment since last year, you know, never even came close to getting one. So it was a big moment for me.
Big moment for you and for the team. Jamie, how about you?
Probably scoring the empty netter to make it 2-0 against the Winnipeg Sharks on our first win.
Salting it away felt pretty good. I'm not sure a lot of people call empty netter their highlight of the season, but hey, we'll take it. Good team guy. He knew that that's what put it away. And JR down from Split, hanging out in Thompson this year. What's been your highlight so far?
I don't know. Winning the Aboriginal tournament.
I like it. Very good. So Rob, what's the schedule for you guys look like for the rest of the year? You basically have the same schedule as the Northstars, I think, right? You're either home or on the road pretty much every weekend,
Right.
through to Christmas and then on from there?
Right. So yeah, it's a 36-game schedule. This upcoming weekend we have the difference from this year to last year is we got a wish list, and we wanted 4 out-of-town game, 4-game weekends, and this is our second one. And it makes it a lot easier for the kids. We don't have to travel as much by having these 2 4-gamers. And this upcoming weekend we have one. So we played 2 against Winnipeg, 1 against Central Plains, and 1 against Parkland coming home. So it makes it a little easier doing it that way.
It's
for traveling, anyways.
It's great for you, and I know we've got someone here from Flin Flon, someone from Split. So give us an idea sort of where some of the kids are from around the region, and you do play some games. You don't play all your games out of Thompson, right? You've moved some of those around?
Actually, this year we are playing all of our games out of Thompson, but
my research guy, Paul, threw me under the bus again. I hate it when that happens. The fact checkers.
But we are practicing that. Like we had a practice in Cross Lake. We had one in Flin Flon, and we'll have some probably a practice maybe in the PA or Flin Flon, maybe Cross Lake again. So we're spreading it out a bit, but it's something to tell the people from southern Manitoba that when we do have a practice, we're traveling 4 hours to practice in another community, and So that makes it a little tough for the boys, and that's the toughest part about getting the guys together, right? You get a weekend off, and those are the times you have to practice. You miss that weekend, that's 2 weeks total that the kids aren't together, playing together, or practicing together. So that's one of the toughest parts about this.
It's a grueling schedule. It's not easy. If you lived in Europe, you'd be practicing in 3 different countries and speaking 4 languages.
Yeah, absolutely.
So guys, you're in your second year now. As we said before, JR, you're in your first. What do you think's changed for you and for the team from last year? Have you adjusted to the speed a little bit better? You're bigger and tougher. You're getting more girls. Like what's different this year?
I think that this year, since I played last year, I know what I'm in for. I know what's coming ahead, and I'm just aware of how it's going to be instead of just bang. It's way different.
Just banging, it's in the net, you mean?
No.
Just bugging you. Jamie, how about you?
Playing as a 13-year-old against some of the big 14-year-olds last year changes a lot for me this year. Playing against the 13-year-olds this year as a 14-year-old is a lot easier.
It's enjoyable being the big fish in the pond once in a while. And JR, you played in the Bantam League that sort of traveled around the north last year. So how is this different for you?
It's faster and harder to score, and yeah.
But last one, guys, overall, positive experience. Are you happy, A, that you came to Thompson, and happy that you're playing on the team this year?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
It's a definitely, yeah.
That was an easy one. I had to throw him a softball for the last one. Last sort of word to you, Rob. We've got some stuff coming up, a few games here in Thompson. What can we look forward to in this team through the rest of the year? Are we a tough team? Are we a fast team? When people come out to watch them, what do you expect out of them when you put them on the ice?
I think more of a defensive-minded team we are compared to last year, and we have to be in this being in a regional Bantam AAA league. And if we play defensive, we'll do better on the board, as crazy as that sounds, but we need to play that way, and that's what I expect from these guys, and they've been doing it for a lot of the games. Even though we've lost 7-8 games this year, a lot of them have been very low scoring. That's a big difference from last year, so we're staying competitive by playing that way.
When you're the Thompson Wolves, the best offense is a good defense. Norman Wolves, good pickup on that. See, you guys should be hosting this show. Rob Balak, at least I didn't call you the Wild. Rob Balak, Rylan Potkonjak, Jamie Valentino, and J.R. Sinclair from the Norman Wolves. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
It's 2-on-1 with me, Bruce Krentz, Ethan Stuckless, Jerome Linklater. We're going to team up on Ethan in a couple minutes, but first a couple questions, guys. Jerome, your first time on the show this year. I had a chance to coach you a little bit in minor hockey, so it's pretty exciting for me to see you out with the big club and the big stage and scoring some goals. Got your first one on the weekend. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, on the second period, the puck was like in front of the net behind Albert there, so I kind of just picked it up and put it bar down well. You know?
Always bar down.
Just casual. I just picked it up and put it bar down, and you got a chance to shoot in the shootout too. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I just sniped it because I'm a sniper.
Same thing. The guy's a natural. I mean, goal scorers just score goals. Ethan, you had a really good weekend this weekend too. Your line was really producing. What do you think happened that got you guys going?
Honestly, our power play was key this weekend. I think on Sunday we scored our first 5 power plays. We scored on every single one of them. We did really good there, and just like emotionally on the bench, we kept things going together, and things were working out perfect for us. Especially on Saturday, that emotional win really helped us on a positive note. So things will be rolling now.
Lots of people. You guys got the floodgates open, and here we go. It's 2-on-1, so we're going to team up on you a little bit, hit you with some hard questions, try to knock you down a little bit. I'm going to go with the first one. What's your favorite social media? What do you like? Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat?
I'm kind of an Instagram kind of, maybe Snapchat guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's your longest snap streak with? What are you at right now? Long one, or do you just have a whole bunch of people mass snapping them?
I kind of have a whole bunch, but my longest was 657.
Holy! Yeah, exactly. And what else do you do? It's unbelievable.
That took a lot of dedication with my best friend back home.
That's a commitment I couldn't even dream about. Jerome, what do you got? Hit him with something hard.
Who's your favorite hockey player?
Evgeny Malkin.
Ooh, that was a quick one.
Yeah.
Who on the team has the best hair?
Braden Melstead. Yeah. Oh yeah. He grooms that real well.
No doubt. How do you not love that kid? I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think he did a deal with the devil to be that good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jerome?
What's your favorite class?
Wow. I guess I can't really say gym, so
No, you can't say Jim.
math for sure, probably, yeah. Math.
We got to do more prep. That was my next question. What do you say? Do you drink coffee?
No, tea.
Good for you. And favorite kind of tea, what do you put in it?
Earl Grey and usually double, but I don't know. Doesn't really matter.
Standard. With the Earl Grey, a good shot of sugar, it kind of feels like you're having dessert.
Yeah, exactly.
When you first scored in Northstars, was it your favorite moment?
Oh, that was one of them for sure. It took me till around this time, about like 2 months into the season. It was actually an end-to-end goal, which I explained 2 years ago, but it was definitely one to remember. It was nice. It was nice. I'll admit it was on the road, which sucks. So you guys couldn't see it, but it was nice.
The only thing is, a road goal's like a fish story. It just keeps getting better and better.
Exactly.
Like in a couple of years, that thing, you skated through the whole team out into the lobby back in here and scored.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody loved it. If you could cheat off of somebody at school, who would that be? I'm not encouraging cheating, just saying.
Trying to look around. I don't know. Probably Braden Melstead again, or maybe Dustin Parker.
Two good choices. I like that. You could cheat off of this guy, but I don't know. Jerome, last question. What do you got for him?
Who's your
Standard, black tape or white?
Black.
All right. Here, you want me to give you one off my phone? Ask him how early do you come to the game sets, Jerome?
Usually, we're supposed to be there 2 hours before. I like to be here around 2.5, 2 hours and 45 before.
That's a long time. It's a long way from when you were in Timbits and you got dressed at home and then just jumped out of the car straight onto the ice.
Half my gear in the vehicle driving the rink, yeah.
We've all been there. Never mind. Jerome used to put his stuff on between Nelson House and here. Little warm-up lap on the causeway and off onto the ice. Jerome Linklater, Ethan Stuckless, it's 2-on-1. That's a wrap on episode 7 of season 6. It's the Northstars Show here on Shaw TV. Congratulations to Dennis Skatch. Thanks to him for letting me sit in his spot. CCM Player of the Week for the Norman League. He had an outstanding weekend along with the rest of the guys playing on the power play in the Northstars. 2 wins, we're rolling now. Things are really happening. Looking forward to cleaning up Kenora this weekend. Got 2 games coming up here in the CN Nesbitt Arena. 7:30 on Saturday, 1:30 on Sunday afternoon. They're going to be great. In case you missed it last week on the show, I was talking to Tara Ritchie up in the stands, the valet thing. It was great, and a guy ran by in jeans. He was jogging in jeans. Go back to that episode and check it out. And it wasn't cameraman Paul. For a minute, I thought he set the camera down and went for a jog, but it's not true. It was somebody else. Thanks to all of my guests this week, Braden Melstead, what just happened here? Great roundup from him. 2-on-1 with Ethan Stuckless and Jerome Linklater. Jerome and I picking on Ethan. Jerome now playing hooky from practice, so he'll be right out there. The fake skate change, it was a favorite of mine back in the day. Thanks to Darcy Delhi, defense coach, for his thoughts on Blues and Golds this past weekend and how we're going to get the win this weekend coming up. And the Norman Wolves, the guys from Split Lake, JR Sinclair. We had Rylan Potkonjak from Flin Flon, Jamie Valentino, and their coach Rob Balaka. Those guys have really turned things around. They had I think what could charitably be called a dismal season last year. Got a couple of wins under their belt, and they're really adjusting to the league and turning things around. We're going to do it all again. If only you'll join us here on the Northstar Show. One last thing. If you have questions, if you think mine aren't very good, or that Jerome could have maybe done better on the 2-on-1, send them into the Shaw Twitter feed. Send them to us on Facebook. Paul's going to put my Twitter handle right under here. Send me a tweet, and maybe we'll get your questions on the show. It's the Northstar Show. Join us next time.